everybody. I'm going to jump on here and do a quick flip through of my latest custom order. The description the lady gave me was forestry, forest, dark, witchy, Taylor Swift folklore vibe. So, I tried to kind of stay away from witchy, but I did do like the dark forest type, fantasy type. So here we go. It is one signature. It's just a real simple journal, one signature. It's a hardback book, but I covered it in this green gingham, and then I've added a piece of some coffee dyed, almost like a linen or a satin. It's real thin and real soft, and I hand stamped Folklore on it. These are they're really not paper. They're almost like they're not vellum either, but they actually feel like a dryer sheet, kind of like that netting. I don't know if you can really see them, but so there's some texture to them, some dimension to them. So yeah, it is eyelet punched, and we have some brownish gold, just some plain old string for the tie. It's eyelet punched on the front and the back with the string tied through. And we'll just get into it. The inside cover is front and back. Inside covers are some watercolored, I call them painted pages. I have a whole stash of them in my scraps. That I got a while back from, I want to say it was maybe a watercolor artist's stash of like practice papers. There's a whole bunch of different ones, so it's on some thick watercolor paper. I kind of went with the greens and blues for both of the inside and back cover. This first page is some vellum. It is vellum, but it has some gold trim, get your words right, Shell. Some gold spots, and then the dark green spots is, so I hand dyed this paper, a coffee dyed with a little bit of green and blue in it. You'll see it all throughout. And I laid this vellum in that, and it made it extra crunchy. But it also picked up some of the green splotches. So I thought that turned out really cool. Like I said, the gold was like that when I got it. It was just a piece of vellum with the gold. But adding that, laying in the dye, it kind of wrinkled it a little bit, made it crunchier, I think, and added the spots. So that page goes all the way through. You can really see the spots on this side. But I think it's cool because it adds a little crunch to the journal. This is a piece of scrapbook paper that I've cut in half, and I dyed it as well, just to avoid the white. Throughout this, so this was created for a Swiftie, a Taylor Swift fan. She has an album called Folklore. And so I went through her playlist that's 1.5 miles long, because Taylor Swift has a lot of songs out. And I pulled out some of the one-word titled songs, and I've added them throughout here, just kind of hand-stamped. I did another video on this in the Junk Journal July series for today, I think it was. The prompt was playlist. So I took some songs of Taylor Swift's, and you can kind of see them. They're hand-stamped with a gold ink, so they're kind of hidden. I've got, all these pages are edged with a little bit of gold ink, so you can kind of see, it's hard to see on the video, but you can kind of see around the edges, there's a little gold darkened hint to them. So, hand-dyed paper, it was plain copy paper, and I took some coffee, and I added a little bit of green and a little bit of blue food coloring. So it gave me this greenish, brownish color. Again, it looks different on the on the video than it does here in person. But anyway, so all the papers are dyed with this. Even my scrapbook papers I dunked in there again to get rid of the white. So you'll see this tone all the way through it. Added some eyelash trim to a few of the edges of the pages. Not every page has the words stamped, and they're just, again, they're one-word titles to some of Taylor Swift's songs throughout. This is a page of scrapbook paper. Again, I dyed it to take away from the white background. This is a butterfly sticker. It's a chipboard sticker, so it has a little bit of edge to it. Here's some more of the painted paper that I made a pocket out of. This is some green. I have yet to figure out what this is. It's kind of like a webbing ribbon. It comes in a roll and comes in all different colors. This one's kind of green and brown, and it just adds a little bit of texture. Like I said, you can kind of see the songs throughout. This green moss looking paper is scrapbook paper. Again, I dyed it to get rid of the white. This was a tag that I've made. It says learning to fly. This I made back in March with the challenge Mass Make March 2023 that Cindy at Studio Lou did. This pocket, this side tuck pocket, is an image also from Cindy at Studio Lou. This kind of gave me some Taylor Swift vibe. It's a blonde-haired woman kind of walking into the forest with the fireflies or butterflies, or I don't really know what those are, but just kind of gave me a forest type, fantasy type Taylor Swift vibe. So again, that image is from Cindy at Studio Lou. Here's another one of Cindy Studio Lou's images. She has a series of 3 or 4 of these mushroom images. I created some journal cards out of it. Sewed a little bit of that eyelash trim and a little bit of the gingham from the cover and some thin ribbon tucked into a little side tuck. Excuse me, more of the painted pages, and I've edged those with gold as well. Pretty much everything's edged in the gold ink, and I just used this is Color Box, I think. There's a glare on it, but anyways, there you go. Gold ink. There's some more song words. Here's another one. Here's another page of the scrapbook paper in the forest. This yellow is a scrapbook paper, and it came like this, but I again dunked it into the dye as well, again to get rid of the white. Here's another tuck spot with another one of that grungy webbing ribbon here. This is the center of the book. This image is it's from a magazine that I had, or a catalog that I had, of a handful of different artists, and you'll see me use them throughout, I think, some of my Tuesday 10 videos. I think I initially did this as a journal card, but since it was so wide, I decided to just kind of attach it to the inside page here. This flowery page is a page of scrapbook paper as well. Again, dunked in the dye to get rid of the white. Here's a moth sticker. It's a chipboard sticker. It's got a little bit of weight to it. So now we're on the back side. Like I said, this is just a one signature. So you'll see the other sides of the pages. Here's another one of the mushroom journal cards that I made using Cindy at Studio Lou's images. Same deal with the fabric and the eyelash trim here. You see the pocket made out of the painted pages and some more of that grungy webbing. Like I said, the eyelash trim is throughout. Here's another one of Cindy at Studio Lou's images on the moss paper with one of the tags that I made back in March. This one says, "My Beautiful Butterfly." This is another small tuck spot made with the painted pages. And this was just a scrap of the center page scrap. So tucked it in here for journaling space or to decorate. The back side of the black scrapbook paper, and it's a black, but it's kind of got like a design on it, like a scratch or an etching design on it. It's really kind of hard to tell on the camera, but it's got some depth to it. And there you go. There's the back of the Crispy Crunchity page, and there we have it. So yeah, it was a quick make, mainly because it was only one signature, and she didn't want it to be really big or really detailed, so I had to stay simple with it, which was kind of hard because I really enjoyed doing this one. So yeah, there you have it. A little walkthrough of a Taylor Swift forest type, dark forest type, fantasy type vibe, inspired. So yeah, it's custom order, so unfortunately it's not available on my Etsy, but I'm happy to do one for you. I have plenty of that dyed paper. Anyways, that's all I got for now, and I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.